Hello and welcome everybody to this HeflaTV presentation of the MSI Beat It GosuCup Asia. This is the grand final we have all been waiting for, Titan versus Arrow Gaming, as this is certainly a match between giants. Both definitely the top dogs in the Southeast Asian scene. Titan the direct invites to TI4, whereas Arrow Gaming just pretty much cruised through the TI4 Southeast Asian qualifiers. And well, of course this is a best of 3 if I didn't already say it. So we will have at least 2 games minimum of great matches. My name is Coucher, and with me joining for the grand final will be Benchy.
Hey, as we are finally here, I think we started off with, including the invites, we started off with 181 teams. Now we are down to just 2. And it's going to be Titan versus Arrow, which, like you said, pretty much the 2 that everyone thought would get to this point. There are a few others, a few other invites, and a few other people who made it through the open bracket who could have challenged for these spots, but at the same time, in the Asian scene, in the Southeast American Asia scene, Southeast America, Asian, I know my geography or something. It's kind of the bottom of the globe bit.
Yeah, we will in this game at least already see something different that we have not seen today at least. It will be the Lycan, and it's on the dire side as well for Titan. So it makes the Lycan pick just that little bit stronger because you do have that better access to the Roche pit.
Yep, Lycan, one of those heroes, and we're seeing Enchantress and Titan. Right now, they've just said what they want to go for. They're going for that very strong push. They've got those Titan Enchantress for creeps, I mean. The Lycan Wolves, just huge amounts of tower push potential. And Arrow Gaming, they're going to have to be very careful about what they pick, because if you don't pick right against this lineup, you can just simply find yourself losing towers, and there's nothing you can do to stop the push.
Well, it's definitely hard, although Arrow Gaming, they do pick themselves up an Ancient Apparition, and that hero is actually decent enough against the push. Of course, if Titan can manage to do it really fast, then the Ancient Apparition actually might not even hit level 6, depending on how aggressive Titan can be on the rest of the map at the same time. But grouping up against Ancient Apparition is definitely a scary thing, but then again, once you get those Necro books, you can just send your units at the tower, wait the Ice Blast out, and then go in with the heroes as well, or just do some guerrilla warfare like that, just chip down the tower ever so slowly. And of course, it will be quite a while before you actually have to group up properly and bottleneck yourself to the high ground. There are 6 towers after all, outside the base as well. So Titan, they have a lot to work for. But Arrow Gaming, I mean, the Invoker at the moment, it's kind of a debate whether to go for Vex or Exort. I think Exort is still a bit more popular, but against pushing lineups, what do you think would be best for the Invoker?
It all depends on what they want to go for. Because you see, the Ancient Apparition and the Invoker, if you play an Exalt build, going for that single target, you go in, you nuke people in the face, you destroy them before they even get to the tower, you go ganking and that kind of stuff. The Quas Wex build is more of a team fight based build. You go and get that tornado, you EMP everyone up, nobody has any mana, and everyone's sad on the opposite team. Whether you go Quas or Exalt, not only does it depend on the player itself, because obviously some players are known for their Quas, some are known for their Exalts, but also depends on what does the rest of your team need. And at this point in the game, Invoker can fill either of those 2 roles, and it'd be more than happy. You've got both of them are good against pushing lineups.
Actually, I think, or do you think rather, that Arrow Gaming might be looking for a Faceless Void, unless Titan bans it out now, of course? Because they would have a lot to throw into the Chronosphere. The Ice Blast, Chaos Meteor, Deafening Blast, Sunstrike. Yeah,
that could entirely be a possibility with the Void coming in and be able to lock down that escape you see from Lycan. There's nothing counters a Chronosphere, so to say. Obviously, it might be a little bit early for that because, you know, Void is not that often picked or banned. He's one of those heroes which is kind of skirted around the edge of being a stable pickup in the competitive scene. He did get a rather nice Chronosphere buff, which means that he gets True Sight, a bunch of evasion, meaning he's a lot more stable, and a huge amount of speed.
Oh man, I mean, Chronosphere would be really nice against Lycan as well, just to keep him in place and try to get the kill on him at the same time. But Titan, I think they might be actually wanting to ban that hero, because they're taking a long time to actually decide their 4th ban at the moment, and actually ban out the Centaur instead. And well, Centaur is a pretty damn nice combination with the Ancient Apparition as well, can just blow up heroes immediately. And of course, even against units, you just blink in, hoof stomp, maybe one hero gets caught as well, double H, and most of the units die from that already as well. So it's not a bad ban, but, well, Titan, what do they go for as the third pick? And Arrow Gaming, if they really want to go for the Faceless Void, will they follow up with even more damage to input to the Chronosphere?
Well, I would like to see... With Titan, if you're going for a push strategy, you either do one of two things. Either the first one is you pick one or two push heroes like they've already done, or you can even go up to 3 if you wish to get something like a Nature's Prophet or even a Tinker. And then you just simply use the rest of your picks to make sure you've got a solid team fight, maybe even a little bit of gank, to spread everything out, to make everything work, to make sure the glue kind of fits together. On the opposite side, you could just simply go for full team fight. Or full pushes. It looks like they are going for that team fight hero, and Tidehunter is a very nice pickup here. It means that Titan are going to want to group up early to start pushing down towers, start getting all that damage onto those objective-based gaming, so to say. And Tidehunter means that you can't take a good engagement against them.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be somewhat hard against the Tidehunter, and Tidehunter is pretty decent in actually breaking high ground. Just get the blink dagger, blink onto the high ground, just ravage and wait for the Lycan to go for the towers. They can even split push like that. Just 4 heroes on one lane, occupying them with the team fights, with the AoE lockdowns, while Lycan Ghost just demolishes another lane completely. But of course, Arrow, they do have themselves a Rubik who can steal that Ravage potentially now, and turn those fights around a little bit at least. And well, I guess we will see how this actually works out. I mean, Tidehunter is decent enough in clearing creep waves as well, I guess, with that Anchor Smash, but Titan, they go for a Lion. I think they ran it against Kingdom as well because it wasn't Arrow, I think. So I have seen a Lion before today, and the Lion overall is a pretty damn strong hero, which I feel like before today I had only seen DK play.
Yeah, Lion's one of those heroes which is a little bit interesting as to why exactly he isn't picked up that often, mostly because of his ultimate's a little bit, you know, you use it once and then it's down for around about 60 seconds. But at the same time, as in he has lots of stuns, he's got lots of nuke, he's got lots of ganking ability, and he does everything a support should do.
Well, I mean, he definitely does have... The one issue with Lions is actually that he's really mana intensive, and it's just a debate whether to go for maxing out Hex or actually maybe maxing out Mana Drain. It does come down to a little bit if your teammates have more lockdown for you to actually get that Mana Drain off, maybe for the full duration for it to actually be useful. But if he doesn't have any actually intelligence items or maybe arcane boots or something like that, he just barely has enough mana with his full mana pool to cast Earth Spike, Hex, as well as his Finger of Death. And he will have like 10 mana left or something when he's level 8.
Yeah, as in obviously it's also worth noting that one of the few things which a lot of other supports do have an issue with is nulls, Lincoln Spheres, I mean. Almost used the wrong word there. Is the Lincoln Spheres, which do kind of stop a lot of support from doing their job, and Lion does have a natural built-in ability to stop that from happening with that Mana Drain.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for him. But, well, I mean, Titan at the moment, the Lion, to be honest, it doesn't really feel like it fits with their kind of pushing style lineup. Although, they don't have to go for all-out push anyway. It's just that, well, come late game, at the moment Arrow Gaming, of course, they don't have any proper late game core hero picked up yet. And they go for a Razor, and I mean, that hero just seems to be the theme of the day almost, just getting picked up at least every second game.
Yeah, Razor's actually a pretty nice pickup right now, as it does allow for a huge amounts of team fight damage, and it's also one of those heroes which comes online as a carry very, very quickly. All you really need to do to carry with this hero is get that static link up and be able to just keep that in range and drain all that damage away from your opposing team. It is a little bit annoying against a Lycan, considering the fact that a Lycan, to camp up his ultimate, just run away from it, and he is going to be faster even than a maxed up, unstable currented Razor.
I mean, Unstable Current is, to be honest, a really nice spell, especially up against Lion, who has this free single target abilities. So targeting Razor will just make Lion take some counter damage as well as slow him down. So it's not that bad, and at the moment I really think like Arrow Gaming is probably actually gonna run an aggressive tri lane with Razor, Rubik, Ancient Apparition. Have somebody on the safe lane. And the Razor probably, at least from those 4 heroes, is going to be the mech carrier for the team as well, just to tank up a little bit and get that burst heal.
Yeah, as we are going to be seeing these last few bans coming out of the Clockwork. I'd say a pretty solid ban coming out from a Titan, as it does stop their strategy quite a lot, in fact. Jumping in, trapping Lycan in, and the Tinker's going to be the one banned out in the return. And to be fair, that's a pretty nice ban there, considering that Titan, they still have a lot of push potential at the moment, regardless of what they pick up for the mid. So getting something like a Tinker, getting something like that huge push and huge ganking ability would be a very nice pickup for Titan. Sadly, it's not to be, for it is banned out.
Yeah, it would have been pretty nice in conjunction with the Enchantress as well. Have the creeps to TP too, as well as Lycan Wolves and whatnot. So it would have been an extremely mobile Tinker, but well, they like mobility as they pick up the Queen of Pain for themselves now.
And I do like that pick to some extent. Not only does it give them, before all the heroes are going to hit level 6 and be able to get that pushing ability, not only does it give them the ability to go off and gank, along with Lion and maybe even a bit of Titan interaction, or even Enchantress with their creeps. She can do a lot of ganking herself. It also gives them team fights positioning again. As in, her ultimate's amazing for team fights. She can do plenty of AoE damage in Scream of Pain. It's going to be very difficult to take Titan in a early game 5 vs 5 situation, in which they're pushing down towers.
Yeah, I mean, I to be honest really love the Queen of Pain overall. It's pretty nice against Razor as well, because once he starts the static link, you just blink your way out of there. Although I'm not too sure if he's gonna be on the lane matchup against Razor, per se, but I mean, overall Queen of Pain is really underutilized at the moment. At least that's what I feel like. Although then again, I've seen like 2 or 3 Queen of Pain games in the last 1 to 2 weeks, and all of them have failed. But just the burst damage, the potential of that hero is just limitless, to be honest.
And we are going to be seeing a Darkseid being picked up on Arrow Gaming, and that is a lovely pickup coming out from them, considering the fact that, yes, Tidemaster Hunter is always going to get his ultimate off, but they can do so much damage with that one-mo combo of the Darkseid, the Ancient Apparition, the Evoker, all coming in together, all like, doing the, meatballs coming down, the Iron Shell, the Wall, the ultimate from Ancient Apparition, all coming in to do huge amounts of damage if you can get that vacuum off. And it does mean that Titan are going to have to be super careful in terms of their positioning when they're trying to 5-man this down.
Yeah, and I mean, Darkseid overall is just a great hero in defending high ground. And Titan, they will definitely want to take high ground as early as humanly possible for them. Because you really don't want to face late game. Although it's not like Arrow has super late game themselves, but still, if you only have a Lycan more or less to carry you in the late game, you just don't want to have that happen, because Lycan, not the hardest of carries, since of course he relies on his shapeshift to actually get to targets, and even then it's like, oh, you can maybe get kited around by some stuns or vacuums or anything along those lines.
But either way, we are going to be heading into this first game where we do have Titan. They are the ones in the winner's bracket. Not going to be getting any advantage from it. We are going to be in this game of 1 of best of 3. We've got NWP on Queen of Pain, just X on the Enchantress, KYXY on Lycan, Net on the Lion, and OE on the Tidehunter.
It's Ohio.
Ohio. That's not how you spell that.
It's, well, his name is usually has an O at the end as well.
Oh yes, that would
usually it's a little bit longer, but it's just some inside names or some name changing. As well as X is, or used to be, extinct, although he's been just under X for God knows how long for now. But for Arrow, up on the Radiant side, Mozun will be playing on the Rubik, leaving Chonny to play the Razor with Noki, the stand-in from Myth Trust, on the Ancient Apparition, DDC up on the Invoker, and the last one for them will be Xiang Sai to play the safe lane Darkseid. And well, looks like they are going for an aggressive tri-lane after all, and I think that's the most effective way to actually shut down a Lycan or just mitigate his effectiveness.
Yeah, I would agree with that, as we do see the aggressive tri-lane. One of the few disadvantages this lineup has is their tri-lane is very, very weak. The Enchantress, she doesn't really do that much early game. She needs those creeps being pulled up with that enchant, and the ability to get a few levels of Nature's Tendance in her ultimate. And even the Lycan himself is a very weak laner. So this tri-lane is going to be very nice.
Yeah, and one thing is as well, Lion, he did start with the Hex, and actually they are running the Lycan mid lane instead, so Queen of Pain top lane, which is actually a pretty smart choice, Because yeah, you have the telekinesis, but that is the only stun that you would actually have coming out from Arrow's tri-lane. So, I mean, it's likely that Yamate will be able to blink his way to safety on the co-op. Although, well, Static Link is already there, getting blinked out immediately, but KYXY might be in some trouble as Mozon wants to go for the rotations and even has boots of speed just to get in range for the telekinesis. But then again, Invoker, I mean, he has the cold snap now since he started with Quas. But level 1 Quas cold snap, it's not that scary at all. Especially now that the cold snap got changed, how the damage works for it.
Yeah, it did get nerfed a little bit, so that it was only used by the level in Quas, not just a base, you know, huge nuke that made it so hard to stop the harassment from an Invoker.
Oh, what? Extinct? He's going for some rotations, Mozon spots him out. So everybody's going to be fine, nobody's going to get ganked by the looks of it as Net. Trying to stop the pull from Noki from happening. But looks like the pull will be successful after all, as Johnny coming to farm it up. And Noki, well, he can't really do anything. Mozon comes in though, gets the telekinesis up onto Net. There's a static link as well. That's definitely going to be the first spot. Noki to pick it up, and Yamate will just blinks over the trees to safety. But that is a nice first blood going in the way of Arrow.
And so we are going to be seeing that first blood coming out as a little bit of bad positioning coming out from Titan right there. They kind of just ran into this aggressive tri-lane and just hoped everything would be okay.
Yeah, it's... well, he was playing rather aggressive. Maybe he thought that Mozon is still hanging around mid lane trying to go for a kill on KYXY. Actually, it's... the funniest thing for me is at the moment that Invoker, he hasn't skilled up anything else. He has 2 points in Quas, so just wants to maybe try to harass Lycan as much as he can and get some health regeneration out of the Quas. But oh, actually they do find Mozon and they will get the kill as well. Starting out with the Hex, followed by the Troll Trap and then the Warstomp by the Centaur. So Extinct making his appearance as well from the jungle, netting them a kill, and that's really nice for an Enchantress as well. And she didn't even have to rotate at all almost, she just randomly ran into the Rubik more or less.
Yeah, and obviously that little bit of mistake there coming out from Rubik, just running into a jungle with no walls to really know where their opponents are, when you know there's an Enchantress in there with the possibility for those early game stuns, either a Troll, a Warlord, or that's a Centaur.
Well, those are definitely the best early game creeps. I mean, the Satyr Tormentor has its uses as well, but that's more like a send him mid lane to harass the enemy mid laner and help your mid laner out at the same time. He's like more that kind of creep, just spam out the shockwave because you can do it so damn often. Or maybe if you go for push, then the health regeneration is really good as well as spamming down the creep waves. At the moment, well, even clearing stacks to be honest in the jungle, but the Centaur as well as the Troll are best for ganking. And at the moment, he hasn't found anything. The Troll, he didn't actually kill the small hill Troll, so one camp doesn't even respawn at the moment, the big one. So that limits his farm a little bit, but I don't think it's that bad. Looking at the other lanes though, like for example the bottom lane, Xiangsai sitting on 21 and 4 on the Darkseer compared to Ohio's 18 and 2. And actually, I mean Tidehunter, he usually wrecks melee heroes, but that is the same for Darkseer. And Darkseer doesn't rely on physical damage at all, so the Anchor Smash actually doesn't affect the Darkseer at all almost.
Yeah, obviously we do see that the lanes are surprisingly equal considering that they're, you know, uncommon matchups. I don't think I've ever seen well, I've seen it a few times in competitive matches, Tidehunter versus Darkseer, but it's not something that happens that often, and Lycan versus Invoker isn't that common either.
Yeah, it's not, but oh, the Earth Spike up onto Johnny, they get the Hex as well, Scream of Pain, they do a lot of damage and they actually get the kill as well. Net will go down in return, but now Mozon on the run, I think they will be able to catch up. Howl giving them extra move speed, attack damage, what the hell man. But Noki, he's gonna be able to escape, the Thunderclap won't connect from the Hellbear Smasher, because there were boots of speed on Noki already from the first blood. So it's a 2 for 1 in the end, as Yamate definitely getting some nice levels out of it as well. Actually, he's level 6, 5 minutes in now. So that's kind of good for the Queen of Pain. I mean, yeah, he's not getting that many last hits, but still 18 and 3 actually. Compared to... wow, Razor has 14 and 4, so Johnny actually has less farm than Yamate.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting right there, as we do see that the Razor just not being able to compete with the last hits. Probably because of the fact he can't really get
mid lane, cold snap up onto KYXY, but he uses the invisibility rune. They have the sentry, really pin off. They have the Fate Bolt level 2, but KYXY pops his Shafe just to ensure his escape. And oh, it was a nice gank attempt to be honest. Even having his sentry prepared just was not enough.
As in that Lycan is just so hard to gank once he hits level 6. He's got that shapeshift, but now he's going to be a little bit so, worried for the next 80 seconds. He's got no ability to basically stop those ganks coming in. And Lycan, one of his disadvantages of mid-hero is the fact that he just doesn't have any kind of, anti-gank measure. He can kind of use his wolves to scout, but realistically he wants to use those to try and win his 1 versus 1 lane.
Yeah, the wolves definitely you can harass, farm, as well as when the rune is about to spawn, just send them there. Maybe deny one if really necessary. But now he actually picks himself up a haste rune. So if another gank comes, he is likely to actually escape once again. Although he actually activated it already. But the tornado will be there, DDC. Okay, does he really think he has enough? Nope. Just wanted to go for the small harassment, I guess.
No, this Invoker's doing a very nice job right now against this Lycan. The Lycan's also keeping up in terms of farm.
Well, he's actually doing pretty nice. 28 and 14 compared to 32 and 8. So, has more than Ice. A few less last hits, but overall just keeping up. And actually, if he just continues at this rate, and wow, Yamate, he just got a solo kill onto Razor. I don't think Extinct even used a single creep there.
Very nice stuff.
Oh man, this Razor, he's not even farming all that well. 25 and 6, it's not horrible at all or anything, but I mean, if you go for an aggressive tri lane, yeah, sure, the supports from Arrow Gaming have been rotating around for quite some time already, but you usually go for that to just get the dominance. But man, Yamate 3 and 0.
Yeah, and you don't want to let a Queen of Pain spiral out of control. She's got her boots right now, she's got a bottle. Only 8 minutes in, and you gotta remember this is not her usual position. She's usually found in that mid position, occasionally in the off lane, and as soon as she's gonna be able to start ganking. While Razor not doing as nearly as well.
I mean, Razor just doesn't have any items at all, almost. Doesn't even have power threads or anything. And well, at least he doesn't have to be the mech carrier anymore, because they did pick up a Darkseer, of course, as the 5th pick. And he's actually already halfway through his mech. Just needs more or less only the mech recipe.
In fact, it is worth noting that Yamate is currently the highest farmer in the game right now. Like, only about 50 gold higher than the Invoker, but still a very nice thing for her. Or him.
Yeah, it most certainly is. And actually picks up an Invis rune as well. Too bad his Sonic Wave is on cooldown, otherwise maybe just could have blown up Moson straight away, although he might still try. He is level 9 after all. No. Maybe with one rotation, but oh, there's a smoke rotation by KYXY as well as Extinct. They want to go bottom lane Hoya in huge trouble with Xiangxai. He already used his surge, now slowed down by the Gush, and he's gonna fall for sure. KYXY, a few right clicks with the help of the wolves does get him the kill, and they can easily push from this now.
Yeah, as we just seen, the reason why it was so crucial that those gank attempts they did onto middle worked. Because now Lycan, he's pretty farmed up. He's going towards that Vlad, which he's close-ish towards. But now this tower is going to start getting harassed down, going to start getting nuked down by all of these creeps, and it's only 9 minutes in.
Well, it might be a tower trade though, because TDC is pushing mid lane together with Noki, and the tower is almost down to quarter of an HP mid lane. So it might be a tower trade, although we see a TP coming in, but oh, there's the cold snap EMP Ohio. He's actually only down to half HP, or half mana rather. Oh, he doesn't have the Ravage to tornadoed up as well, 100 HP, he will fall down. I don't know what Ohio was thinking, but that did not work out at all.
Nope, as in he kind of just went in and didn't really have anything to do and just sat there and got cold snapped up and got killed. A little bit of an interesting play there, and by interesting, that's a politically correct term for it.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that the EMP will do a lot more. It's 325 mana burn, but he of course has the arcane wood, so wasn't all that effective. Then again, it's not like... Oh, the tornado EMP, it will catch net. He is completely out of mana. He can't do any single thing. But Yamate coming in, wants to blow somebody up. There's the cold snap, the Sonic Wave comes out, Scream of Pain. It's not there. He was a little bit too far away. Now he's taking a lot of damage in return. 4 seconds cooldown on the blink. He will be able to make it out. The Fate Bolt is not quite enough burst damage. As net, at least he denies the mid lane tower for them.
Yeah, but we do see this Queen of Pain is still here, and while she's got mana, while she's got the ability to bottle up, she's always going to be a little bit dangerous. Because the Screaming Pain does a lot of damage at level 4, 300 on a 7-second cooldown. Which if you put that math into a calculator, it makes big numbers.
Yeah, the burst is pretty sick from a Queen of Pain, especially if you have that Sonic Wave at your disposal. I mean, Noki would have been dead for sure if only the Scream of Pain would have been in range. But unfortunately it wasn't, so didn't get the kill there. At least in the meantime, Johnny has been able to farm up power threads, since he hasn't been contested really. But oh, bottom lane, DDC, he TP's Xiangsai. They're baiting this out. They want to go for a kill on the Lycan. The tornado comes out, the EMP is there as well. Can he activate the shapeshift? Yes, he can. The gold snap, it won't be enough. And actually, KYX wanted to go aggressive for a second. Troll trap, up onto DDC, the wolves, the ion shell, is there. Ohio comes in as well. He has the ravage, but the wall comes out with the ice blast. Ohio has to back off, as does Extinct. The plasma field, oh, Extinct just barely be able to keep himself alive with those nature's attendants.
And now they're going to be trying to go back in. It's worth noting Tidehunter did not pop his ravage.
Oh, Yamate comes in. He gets the slow onto Xiangsai. He has the surge, of course, but he's backing himself into a corner. Although Earth Spike on net, he's going for it. He cancels the TP. This should be a dead Darkseer for sure. It's just a matter of time at the moment. Although he is still alive, no mech for him yet. Just delaying things out. But Johnny's taking a lot of damage from the wolves. DDC, he's in the middle of it as well. Yamate gets the kill, can blink out to safety, or maybe he wants to go for Johnny. The wolves are still chasing them. And actually, Yamate is going in the Scream of Pain. It doesn't connect. Oh my god, did he fog that out? And the last wolf, are you a hero wolf? Doesn't look like it as Johnny. Gonna stay alive, but Mozun isn't as lucky. The Ice Blast will get Yamate now. He will probably shatter from this. Earn, of course, doesn't help at all. And, oh god, gosh, up onto DDC. Blink out by Yamate. Oh, they go for the Ravage as well. Only connects on one target. And they do get the kill on DDC. Now Noki is on the run. Not enough mana for the Gosh, or rather, it is on cooldown. So Noki will be able to escape. And actually, Yamate didn't even shatter from that.
No, he survived with a few points of health. The goggles did something.
Oh, they're gonna get Noki as well. Net will get Yerspec, the Urn, the Wolves. Yet another kill for them. Titan 9-3, as well as they get the tier 1 tower now.
That's absolutely huge stuff they're coming out. And we just saw the problem from Arrow Gaming. It was rather simply the problem we kind of saw glimpses of when they were playing against the Kingdom, where they were diving too deep, going one by one, and this time Titan were punishing them, and they have a lineup that can severely punish them by taking towers.
Yeah, it's... Well, at the moment the towers are actually equal. Mid lane has been destroyed by Arrow, which got denied as well, so Titan may be coming ahead a little bit as far as towers are concerned so far. And of course, well, they have the ability now to go for Roche, especially as Extinct. He has 4 points into Untouchable, so this Roshan, he won't deal any damage at all, almost. Okay, KYXY, oh, never mind. The Medallion is on Extinct himself, but the Ice Blast is flying. They are scouting things out. Actually hits 3 heroes. Extinct has to back off from the tanking position there, but only for a little while, and he has level 3 in Nature's Attendance, plus 2 Earn charges, so they will just heal themselves back up.
I'm not quite sure if there's going to be anything they can do, as it's just going down so fast with that minus armor from the Medallion of Courage, and that is going to be a free Roche for Lycan.
And they're just getting a lot of global gold from this, but Tornado up on KYXY with the EMP as well, the Cold Snap. So Lycan, he's out of mana, but he of course has the Aegis, has 1 Bolt charge, 3 Styx charges as well. So I mean, that's the thing with Vex Invokers, is that they actually don't have that much damage output themselves. Yeah, in the lane, you can harass with just Cold Snap, EMP, be annoying and whatever, but I don't know if it's going to be as effective, although KYXY might be in some trouble now. Johnny coming in with a smoke, as is Mozun. So they might get a fast kill, maybe on net even. But no, Titan, they're TPing in as well. Yamate is coming, he has a level 2 Sonic Wave. There are more TPs coming. Titan, they want to fight. There's no Ravage, but they have to blink on Tidehunter anyway. Yamate goes in, Sonic Wave, he blows up DDC immediately. Now Hoya comes in, Ice Blast was there, not the best one. Oh, the Sonic Wave got stolen, turned on to Yamate himself, but Xiangsai is there, the vacuum only onto 1. No wall, actually he pops it only onto 1 as well. Thought that maybe he wants to hold on to it. So, make it 2-4-0 as KYXY. Still chasing, the shapeshift is activated. He's actually going to lose his Aegis off of this, I think. The tower, is it going to be enough? The bottle charges, he keeps himself alive. Oh my god. That was so close. The Nature's Attendants coming in just in the nick of time as well.
As we do see, he's going to be more than fine, but Invoker, I'm not quite sure what he was doing there at the beginning of that fight. He just got completely caught out of position, just standing there, tanking up the creep wave, and the opposite team has a Queen of Pain. It's not a good thing, and we just saw that's why you don't do that.
Oh man, I mean, to be honest, the Rubik got a really nice steal on the Sonic Wave, but then again, if you only use it on 1, it's not that effective, plus you don't have the extra burst from the Scream of Pain. And Yamate, oh, he's getting so close to his Orchid. He's only 300 gold away from it almost. Oh, he's going for the harass on DDC, but the EMP Tornado is there. Actually, there's the Telekinesis as well, Yamate. I think this might be where he just loses his life. Or no, there's no Cold Snap. He has the Haste Rune as well. They want to turn it around. There's the Ravage up onto 2. Mozun, can you steal it? No, you cannot. And he's on the run now. Impetus to chase him. Surged up as well. Oh, too bad that the last Impetus wasn't flying, because the Surge would have done actually even more damage with the Impetus.
Yep, obviously there is a max cap. I'm not quite sure what the max cap is for the impetus, because there was a interesting glitch it used to be where you could send people back using Chen, and although you could send people back using Chen, and while the impetus was flying, it would do a whole, like, basically instant give people at level 6.
I think it like maxes out at like 800 or something, I think. I'm not too sure if it's that little though. I mean, I know the tooltip used to have the max reach, didn't it?
Yep, it used to be you could TP back to base while it was still flying, or get sent back to base, and it would calculate the damage from where you were currently.
I mean, overall, I think the tooltip like said that it caps out at certain range, but I can't remember what the hell it was. And well, yet another tower goes down for Titan in the meantime as we ponder about, well, not useless things, but things we don't maybe understand fully. But at the moment, looking at the items coming out from both teams, Johnny is still sitting on the same power turrets as well as the casual cloak on himself, so the Razor is just really poor. Noki, boots of speed, nothing else so far. Has actually a point booster now flying in, or never mind, just bracers and magic wand. With the Dark Serval, he has the mech, the first Oblivion stuff on DDC as well, whereas Yamate, he already has his own Orchid finished up on the Queen of Pain. Vladimir's on KYXY plus, what's on the courier? The first Necrobook, it is level 1. Blink, of course, on Ohio. Oh, he finds Noki. Orchid, Scream of Pain, a few right clicks, and oh, the deny! Oh, Johnny, big plays.
But either way, that's just another issue coming out for Arrow Gaming. As they lose, even if it's an eye, they do lose another player. As just look at the XP and gold graphs right now.
Oh, they might catch Extinct. The Tornado is there, the Cold Snap as well. EMP won't be on target, and oh, I guess we can easily look at the graphs now as, oh my god, it's a 10k gold lead for Titan, as well as a 13k almost XP lead for them. Plus the gold will even increase now with this tower going down. They're just on a roll at the moment.
And this is, you know, it's 3-13 in favor of Titan. It's only 17 minutes in.
That's the scariest part, to be honest, having such a huge lead. It's only 70 minutes in, and Net almost has his own blink there. They get the Hex, or rather the Orchid onto Xiangsai, Earth Spike to follow. And Yamate, he's wicked sick, 7-0-1, and that's Net's blink dagger as well.
Yeah, that's going to get even worse. As we just see currently, the issue we're seeing on Arrow Gaming is they're not dealing with this Queen of Pain initiation. Every single time they blink in, they're just not ready for it. As once again, we do see Johnny could be in a whole bunch of trouble right now. The Queen of Pain's waiting.
Well, he got the static link, but only took away 14 damage, so the wolf still bringing pretty annoying. And oh, Yamate. How big are all boars? With Net, with the Finger of Death, they can easily jump in, but they waited for a little while too long. But even if they don't get the kills, they will at least get the tier 2 tower for their troubles. And that's good enough for them, because that's some additional map control, extra global goal for them as well. And in Arrow Gaming, they can't even follow up the Ice Blast, which is free. Oh god, TDC might be in trouble. No, gets a nice tornado, the EMP is there. Orchid comes out by Yamate. Yamate is actually backing up. He's dropping pretty low, has a double damage rune, activates it now. They're going in, there's the Ravage coming out, up onto 3 heroes. The kill of TDC, Hex up onto Mozon as well. The mech comes out, so it's doing something. Wow, the wall back onto 4 heroes. That was beautiful by Xiangsai. They actually popped the Aegis as well now on the Lycan. Can they get the secondary kill? Extinct is there trying to do something. Yamate comes back in, Sonic Wave 1-3 with the Scream of Pain. Xiangsai, the only one alive at the moment. Slowed down, the Orchid is there. They can't follow up on him, but Titan, they still do win the fight in the end. Although it was pretty nice by Arrow. That vacuum wall, it was perfect.
Yeah, the vacuum wall plus the Razor just doing all that AoE damage. It did work out for them for a little bit, but their Aegis just turned things around, made it so they couldn't chase any further, and it was a 3-for-2 in favor of Titan.
And well, I guess Titan, they're just gonna reaching themselves up, maybe get their next items like Queen of Pain. I'm not too sure if he wants to go for a BKB in this game, because it's not 100% required, but might still be nice just to ensure that if you actually blink into the middle of everybody with the Scream of Pain, you won't die immediately, because there's not too much physical damage coming out from Arrow at all. So might be a BKB, might just go for a straight up Hex. Other items, I guess, getting the Necro level 3, which actually now just is in the stash for KYXY. So with those items, they can just easily go for the rest of the tier 2 towers probably.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not quite sure, unless they get another perfect vacuum wall, plus the A ultimate and no Aegis, and the Invoker also gets all this stuff off. At this point, it's going to be very difficult for them to counter this Titan teamfight. As no matter what they do, the Tidehunter is going to be there to interrupt it as soon as his ultimate is up.
Yeah, we are looking at one important item pickup to come out within the next few minutes. That will be DDC's own Orchid, which will definitely be a pain for the Queen of Pain. Because if she blinks in and just gets Orchid immediately if DDC is on top of his game, it's going to be disaster. But the Tornado flies, it doesn't scout out anything. And Ahoya, of course, is there as well, but there's no Ravage. He has the Force Theft though to maybe save his teammate, but Net with Extinct, they're smoked up as well. They want to take the fight, but it would be a 4 versus 5. But in the meantime, of course, KYXY, he can just split push, has the Necro level 3. So if Titan actually engage into this, or if Arrow does, they're just probably going to lose the tier 2, maybe even tier 3, although the tier 2, it's already dropping down, it's dropping down fast, Yamate. He's hanging out. They're just so spread out, Ohio. 3 more seconds for the Ravage. Oh my god, I think Arrow might have waited for too long. They get the guys onto Johnny. Do they want to go for the kill, Yamate? He blinks in. Orchid up onto DDC. They get the slow as well. Ohio pops the Ravage up onto all 4 heroes. Johnny dropping low. Goes down to the Finger of Death. The Ice Blast to fly. Actually, the Ravage got stolen by Monson Yamate. He's dropping kind of low. Gets the blink out. Is he in trouble? The Scream of Pain Net. Oh, the vacuum onto free with the wall as well. They finally kill off Yamate. Triple kill for Ohio though and Xiangsai. The only survival for them, and Lycan, he's not even involved. He's going for the mid lane Rex. Ohio, nice force effect Xiangsai. He goes down before he kills off Ohio. 10 HP remaining. The illusions are coming in. Nice blink out by Ohio. Net, they're spiking the illusions as well. They even lose the mid Rex now as well.
And the GG gets called already. 22-minute GG. We just saw right there the Titan one just initiated so much better. Yamate on that Queen of Pain, just doing the work. And Arrow just couldn't handle that aggression, and that is going to be GG as a 1-0 victory for Titan very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, people were kind of doubting Titan recently, but now they show that in Southeast Asia, they are definitely a team to be reckoned with. Of course, it's not like Arrow is bad anything, plus of course, they have to switch up their roles a little bit since their main carry player is missing. He is studying at the moment, but hopefully he will join us for game number 2. We can only hope. He was having some issues just updating his client and whatnot, but well, fingers crossed everybody that Lance will come and save Arrow from their troubles. But this will be it for game number 1. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it all, and if you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV on Twitch, as well as check out our Facebook and Twitter, which are both HeflaTV, just to know when we're going live with what games. And of course, just some music in between as we hop into game 2's lobby.